Okay. All right, so this unboxing is really not an Oracle or Tarot deck, although I think that you could probably use this as an Oracle deck. That's kind of my intention. But it's really not either. It's more of a self-awareness or self-discovery type of deal, with like questions and journaling prompts and things like that. But it appealed to me just because I like tools that sort of spur deep thought and introspection. Again, I'm a Cancer, so I like all that. So anyway, this kind of came with it from the creator. I'm usually not that into like super fluffy, like pretty kind of stuff. But I like I said, I do like the whole concept of self-exploration and introspection and self-mastery. So this is the box. It's created by Brianne Hovey or Hovey. I'm not sure how the name is pronounced. All right, so let's get to it. I actually haven't even really unwrapped this one yet. This is all new to me. There's a little explanation card here, and this one doesn't come with a book, I'm assuming mostly because the cards have, on one side they have a statement or a like prompt, and then the other side has some sort of an explanation. So this is sort of one of those like explore yourself type of deals. Like I said, not necessarily tarot or oracle card, but I'm going to include it in these readings because I think it really could be used as an oracle deck. So each card has a little different design, and these are actually kind of neat. I like these. They're nice. They don't have standard imagery or anything like that, which is actually kind of cool. It's really just words. So like journaling prompts perhaps, or something that you kind of sit, contemplate, and think on maybe for the rest of the day. So one side of the card will have a question, and then the other side of the card will have some sort of a, I don't know, self-help tip, whatever that's called, and something to think about, and some sort of an action that helps you internalize that message. And so perhaps these could be affirmations that you adopt, or perhaps they're things that you sit and write about, things that you think about for the day that sort of make you more self-aware and centered and kind of paying attention to your life. So what I'm going to do is just flip through these sides of them. I'm not going to go through both sides of every single card. There are 55 cards in this deck. And we ain't got time for all that. So, but I really like the concept of this deck. I think that the questions are, you know, things that deserve a little deeper look for us. I would imagine if you did one card for like 55 days, you could probably radically change your life and the way you think about yourself. Even if you did one card per week for 55 weeks, that's a little over a year. These are some good fucking questions, huh? Asking the important shit right here. The elephant in the room. How many of these questions can we all honestly say that we would answer, that we love ourselves and we don't fear things and that we feel worthy? I mean, shit. I'm a fairly confident person, but even the most confident of us, I think we have our moments. This would be a pretty good deck, I think, for anyone coming out of the year 2020, right? How many of us had like a shit year, or, you know, like, I can't say I had a shit year, but I definitely had a year where I had to re-examine myself on many levels. And perhaps pull apart layers, walls, that kind of thing that I had constructed, and look at my true self. So I think this is actually a pretty cool deck. I'm looking at some of these questions like, holy shit, I hope I never pull that card. I don't want to answer that. This is really kind of great. I actually like a lot of these questions. These are definitely things that I think make us face a harsh reality. Ooh, getting deep. I think we're almost done with this. Almost to the end of the pile. Boundaries, that's my favorite topic. Who can't use more boundaries, right? All right, and that is it. Last one. So, again, this one was Soul Truth. Really not a tarot or oracle deck, but I think, honestly, it could be used as an oracle deck. That's why I'm just walking through it tonight. This one was a brand new one I just happened to see, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. In terms of, you know, asking the questions that are hard to answer, making us face our own internal truths. And so obviously we've got a question or a prompt on one side, and then on the other side we have a little bit longer description. It has maybe a journaling prompt or a takeaway or something we can internalize as a mantra or an affirmation statement, and then sort of a way for us to take action on that. So these were all super good questions. I mean, despite the like decidedly pretty uplifting kind of colors and imagery on the cards, some of these questions are like pretty deep. I would say that some of these I know myself well, but I would still I would be challenged to sit down and like answer these truthfully and not fucking lie to myself. So I like this deck. It's cool. I plan to work this in probably weekly. I probably wouldn't do a daily draw on this just because I think some of these deserve a little bit deeper work. You know, that some of these, shit, am I communicating my needs? That's not something you're going to fix in a day. That's probably something you have to develop a habit over the course of weeks. But yeah, so I think this is cool. This is a neat idea, and I'm glad I picked this one up. I actually have a little bit of time. I have 2 more to get through tonight that are actual tarot decks. These were all oracle decks so far. So I'm going to jump on those. I'm going to end this video and then start another one. I'll be right back.